always a pleasure speaking with you, especially because in a lot of ways I can say you're my boss because we're on the same board
We are.
that has to do with one of the best festivals that you can have. Ah, there we go. She
There it
snuck
is.
in
There's
there,
my sing hat.
and I've got the reverse colors too.
You
So,
do. This is hilarious.
um, how does it feel that this festival is back again?
I can't believe here we are, year 14. When we started in the first year, we met with an arts council person who said, "You won't last a year." Okay, you threw down the gauntlet, and here we are heading into year 14, and it's thrilling. This year is epic. There's no question. The incredible artists that are coming, the amazing workshops. I'm just beyond thrilled.
Before we get into that, a couple of things. One, did the festival not win an award?
We have won 11, not one, but 11 years in a row in as a top festival in Ontario, whether it's top 100 or winning awards for innovation during the COVID times. And I have to say, I'm very humbled that I was brought into the Festivals and Events Ontario Hall of Fame. So I'm the newest Hall of
Bravo.
Fame member.
Bravo, especially with
You,
all of your hard work. It is much deserved. For folks who don't know what this special event is, please explain because this is probably the purest instrument that could ever be invented by mankind.
Everyone has a voice. You don't have to have training. You don't have to have an instrument. You don't have to invest anything. Everyone can sing. Singing has been going on since the dawn of time. And that's what we celebrate. The fact that everyone can be involved. The kind of music that you hear is everywhere from Black Amphilosi International music from Zimbabwe to music from Georgia to folk music to jazz. It's everything, but it's all about the human voice, the beauty, the power of what a person can do just by opening their mouth and singing.
Okay, so let's break it down. What is going to be happening throughout the festival?
Well, it's 9 days, so I hope you have a few hours to listen. It's so great. Concert-wise, we have the opening day, May 24th, is the Estonian Voices. They're a jazz group from Estonia, and they're on a double bill with Countermeasure, Canada's amazing, amazing 12 voice a cappella group, jazz, original music, award-winning. They just literally got back from Japan,
Wow.
headlining two big festivals in Japan. So this is their first Toronto appearance in a long time. They've been on tour in Western Canada. So that's at Innistown Hall on Saturday, the 24th of May. And also at the same time, we're going to be at Kew Gardens. If you're a beacher, come out to Kew Gardens and bring a picnic. And the forecast is for a nice day. So enjoy your time just sitting around and listening to great music. So the following day, we are bringing in a group that originated in Zimbabwe. They're called Black Umfolosi International. And it is music, it's gumboot dancing, it's sharing cultural traditions, it's thrilling and energizing to watch them on stage. They have been hits everywhere in the world, and here they are. They now live in Canada, but this originated in Zimbabwe, and it's going to be a great show. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday, the 25th, at the Royal Ontario Museum. Then we have the following day, we'll be at Nathan Phillips Square. So if you're a downtowner, bring your lunch from 12 to 1:30 and grab a chair, have a listen to Scott Jackson, who is a world champion beatboxer. You've worked with him, he's awesome. And the Sunday Women Singers, and they're multicultural singers, and they're wonderful. And we'll just be there to tell you all about our festival and get you excited. That's Monday at Nathan Phillips Square on the 26th of May. Um, on the 28th of May, we're back to Art Battle. Art Battle is the coolest concept. It's a whole bunch of visual artists, painters. They each get 20 minutes, a blank canvas, and a palette of paint. And it is just like a boxing match where when the clock starts, that's it. You've got 20 minutes to do something brilliant. And of course, we inspire them with a cappella singing. And this year it's from a group called Free Play, Subashankar and Dylan Bell, who are outstanding performers. In fact, did the sound design for a show called Mahabharata that's been touring and just won a huge number of theater awards for the music and the sound design. So you're going to hear their first Toronto appearance after doing that. That's on Wednesday night at the Great Hall. Thursday night, the 29th of May, Beat Sync. Beat Sync is cool. They're hip. They're electronic, they're cutting edge a cappella. It's a release of their EP. So you're going to be on something that is historic for them. And that's at, again, Royal Ontario Museum on Thursday, the 29th of May. Friday, the 30th of May is the first time we've done a serious a cappella competition. We said we wouldn't really be a festival that wanted to encourage groups to fight against each other, but it was time. The kind of competition that you see at the Pitch Perfect movies, I'm sure you've seen there's three Pitch Perfect movies. They're called the ICCA's, International Acapella Championships, is exactly what we're kind of replicating, only we have multiple categories. So we have high school groups, we have collegiate groups, and we have groups that are neither. They're just, we call it the open category. They're just a cappella groups that have assembled and toured. We've got a group from New York, a group from Calgary. We've got performers from all over Ontario. And it is going to be like the Pitch Perfect movies or Canada's Got Talent, America's Got Talent. And we'll see who wins. There's a lot of money on the table, trophies, money, recording opportunities. So they're pretty pumped. And if you want to be in on the action, there's an Audience Choice Award in the evening. You can come and see who you love, vote for your favorite. They're going to get some great opportunities out of it. And our judges are stellar. We have Deke Sharon. Deke Sharon is the guy behind the Pitch Perfect movies. It's his idea. He started the ICCAs, so he's a judge. Mika Barnes, who is a phenomenal performer, he was music director for Canada's Got Talent, and he's from the Nylons. He sang at in the Nylons. Stacey K, who was on America's Got Talent and also on Canada's Got Talent. You know Stacey, I'm sure. And our fourth judge is Dylan Bell, who was our previous artistic director and co-wrote the book on arranging with Deke Sharon. So it's a really pumped up evening that's Friday, the 30th of May at the Royal Ontario Museum at 8 o'clock. Get ready to vote, get ready to cheer. And you know, this is where the stars are made. It's a star maker night. Uh,
I was going to jump in because I think the whole festival really is about star making because you realize that this is going to inspire people to want to put together groups. To me, when I think about the Sing Festival, it's like thinking back in the day when you had doo-wop groups singing on the corners and everybody trying to figure out their voices or singing in the shower and those kind of things. Will there be any kind of workshops or anything like that where those folks who are going to be inspired by this or inspired in the past want to come and say, you know what can I do to actually be part of this? How do I learn this? Will there be workshops to help with that?
we have several workshops. First of all, if you're in the music industry, you should sign up for our business summit. It's all week long. It's online. It's free. Free. I'm going to emphasize that. And you get to talk to some of the giants in the music business who will be talking about AI. They'll be talking about financial management. They'll be talking about how to get a gig on a cruise ship and a lot of other things. So that's for people who are in music who are looking to propel their careers or just get more information. We also have a voice workshop with Melanie Tapson, who's a speech language pathologist. She's amazing. It's on Tuesday night in our festival. It's online. And if you are a singer, you should be talking to Melanie because she will tell you how to keep your voice, whether you're a singer or a radio announcer or a podcast host. You know, it's all about the voice. If you want to know how to preserve your voice so that you can still have those wonderful sounds that you're making, Rudy, with that amazing voice until you're 100 years old, Melanie is the person that's going to help you understand that. So the answer is yes. We have a couple of other really cool workshops. A cappella arranging on Saturday afternoon with Deke Sharon and Dylan Bell. And then Sunday, it's called From Soup to Nuts. It's with the Kinsey Six, and we'll talk about Kinsey Six on how do they write their parodies? How do they think of this? It's all song parodies that they do. And how it's the crafting of a show, the crafting of something that will engage your audience and thrill at the same time and really have some meaning. So those are some of the workshops.
Now, this is really broken up because it's celebrating Canadian artists where international artists. But people should realize some things are free, some aren't, correct?
Yes, well, the business summit all through the week is free. It's online. The
Hmm.
concerts at Kew Gardens and at Nathan Phillips Square free, absolutely. And the lowest ticket price is $15.
Oh,
That's for the Beat Sync concert. I
yes.
don't know of other concerts in Toronto at this scale in a major theater that you can see for $15. Maybe they are, but not that I know. So our ticket prices run between 15 and the highest is 45, and it's half price for students. So, it's a very affordable festival. We work really hard to raise the money. Thank you to TD. I've got to give them a shout out because they're our biggest sponsor, to the Government of Ontario through Ontario Creates, to the Government of Canada through Heritage, Canadian Heritage, because they've helped us make it possible for us to provide all this wonderful programming, either free or at a very, very reasonable cost.
Now, I'm gonna sort of let the velvet rope drop a little bit and open up a little bit. Is your son gonna be performing?
Yes, of course. He is in Countermeasure, and that's the show on the 24th of May at Innistown Hall in the afternoon. And it's their first appearance in Toronto in a long time because they've been on tour. My son, J.M. Erlinson, is a vocal percussionist and a bass singer. And he's, of course, wonderful because why wouldn't I say that? He's absolutely, absolutely wonderful. Um, so he will be performing there, and he will also be performing in Beat Sync, which is on the Thursday night, and he does all their vocal percussion and the bass singing for that. So yes, of course.
Folks, you can't miss him because he's not just a gigantic person in height, but he's a gigantic person in talent. Believe me, you're
Thank
going
you.
to love what he does. Um, so much is going on. I
I've
mean,
got a
there's a
couple more.
lot.
Yep, there's more to tell you about.
No, but no, we're not gonna go into the rest of it because
Okay.
I want folks to go to the website. I want people to look all this stuff up because there's so much happening. Where do we go with all this?
Singtoronto.com, everything you need to know.
And before we go, what else is going to be happening throughout the year? Because people should realize, yes, this is sort of like the crown jewel of the year, but Sing has many other events that go on throughout the year.
Sure, we're July 26th. We'll be at Trillium Park at Ontario Place.
Oh, that's back again.
We're back.
Oh,
We
okay.
are
For
back.
folks, you need to go there. It's not just the beautiful scenery, but the music is just added bonus. You gotta go there. So glad to hear that's happening again.
Yes. And the other thing we're so proud of is a program called I Love to Sing, and it's for kids. And thanks to the TELUS Future Friendly Foundation and others, we are able to offer singing classes with top vocal instructors. It's how to sing, how to present yourself on stage, how to have fun. It's for kids from about 8 years old up into about 15, 16 years old, completely free on a Saturday afternoon. If you're in the East End of Toronto, it's during the week. If you're in Brampton and Mississauga, again, singtoronto.com. I urge you to take a look. If your kid loves to sing and you don't have the means or the interest in putting them in a private lesson, this is so great because it's building community and these kids are having a ball.
Yeah, it sounds great. I love it. Congratulations with
Thank
all
you.
the hard work that you do to help make this successful. I know it's not just you, there's a crew of people, but you are the spearhead for this. So congratulations. Sounds like this is going to be another big year. Cannot wait to see everything else that's happening. And I got to make sure that I catch up with your son, especially when he's doing that beatbox competition. I know he's going to do great.
You will be doing that. All right. Thanks so much for the interview.